Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the Roland SP404 mk2, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. No Beyond writes in and says, how can I use Koala's note repeat to trigger and repeat SP404 mk2 sounds? When I go into the MIDI, it only selects a certain pitch of a note. When I go into chromatic mode, it doesn't allow me to pick the bass notes in note repeat mode, only keyboard mode. Does it work, or is it my OS version? It does work. It might be your OS version, but I've also found a few oddities myself. But let me show you what I know. And first up, you're going to need something like this, where you have a MIDI track set up. And I know you know this No Beyond, but I'm just doing this for other folks. So you want to go to your sample drawer, and you're going to go under More, and you're going to see you have MIDI out. Just like you have to grab the icon to drag it. If you grab on the text, it won't let you do it. But you go over to the icon. We're then going to go Edit. I would suggest going to pick the specific device. So I'm going to go SP404 mk2, and that's going to make sure we're addressing that here. And the important one is, if you want to be able to work chromatically, you have to be sending it to channel 16, which is exactly what I have set up here. So I just kind of duplicated it. And at that point, it's going to use whatever the last sample is that you loaded into chromatic mode. So if I want to, we're sending a MIDI loop, whatever, it's fine. So basically what's happening is I'm playing note 1 and then it's sending it back over here. It's fine. We're going to go shift pad 4 so we get the bass note. Now we're playing the bass note. So just whatever is the last pad that you played will just be whatever this triggers from chromatic mode now. So say we go bass, that's going to be the easiest one to actually hear what's going on. So if I now get out of edit here and pick either of these two, they're exactly the same, but I go sequence, and by default, you're going to see the keyboard is not on, but if you tap the keyboard and go to one of your pads, you're going to hear like some of the stuff doesn't play because it's outside of the pitch up, pitch down range. So you can see here, like this is our root note. We can play down that far. We can extend the amount of, what does it, go to from chromatic to whatever. You can switch your modes. So you want chromatic, pentatonic, major, minor, any of that stuff. I think it's the key here that we go rows and columns. We can add more if we want to go lower. So that's going to be about as low as we can go. Yeah. So this is as high as we go. So we basically can go through this range of notes. Now, what No Beyond is trying to do, which is go here. If you go to the drop down and you go note repeat, it's just playing one note. So it's playing the highest note available. The thing I'm finding is kind of weird is, and this might be my settings, is it plays and then clicks. And I don't know what's generating the click here. Just weird. But if you want to actually be able to pick the note, you just got this off. If you turn this to pitch, if I can figure out how to get rid of the clicking, it would actually be better. But you can see with pitch, I've at least got a range where I can do it. I can hear the click in the headphones. I just don't know. Like if I go up and down, it'll work, but I suspect there might be like a gate issue or something here. Maybe there's a MIDI feedback loop. I'm not actually, you know what? Let's go check. Shift utility system. Let's go MIDI and see if we have USB soft through. USB MIDI through is off. So I don't think we're getting a feedback loop here. We can go soft through off though, just in case. So like the pitch is probably what you want to set. I don't know what else is going on. So if anybody else is out there and has gotten this to fully work, please feel free to drop a note in the comments. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here with Koala and why we're getting like this clicking afterwards, but I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. Otherwise, maybe there's just something we either need to set up for Roland or for Koala here to get the note repeat work, but it mostly does what we need, except it doesn't. So anyway, No Beyond, thank you for the question. Everybody else, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.